Alright, I'm sorry guys, I don't know. My phone's wonky. But, hold on a second, let me share these once again. Oh, my phone's weird. Sorry, I got a cold sore. There we go. Let me check my... Oh, let me do it. Come on. Alright, that's enough. Anyway, okay, well...
Hi, girlie. Uh-oh. Where you going, Mexican butt?
Uh-oh. What's he doing?
Come on, baby. Come on, Izzy. Come on, Izzy. Come on, Izzy.
You're in there.
Yes.
Puppy, 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 puppy,
Alright,
puppy.
honey.
Alright.
We're going to pick up a few things for
Macaroni.
and then we're stopping.
These girls have got to get. They got to stay here.
Yeah,
I know.
staying here. We got the food can.
Be careful.
Dad's taking his phone, so my phone's here. So
Alright.
in case you have a problem, you can use mine.
Okay. My parents have to go out. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys my Star Wars collection. Mind you, actually pretty much all of these items that I have from Star Wars, they were given to me either by Christmas or my birthday, so, which isn't actually far away. There's nothing in there, you little turdlet. Sorry, I got a puppy dog. He was cute. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Fisher. Come here. Fisher. There he is. Here he is. Here he is. Say hi. Say hi to everyone. He's gonna bite me, yeah. Hi. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, you say hi? Okay. Well, he's not gonna say hi, but... I wanted to show you these here real quick. Now, these here, these 3 books here, let's put in order, that way we know which one is which. No, you guys get down! Hold on, just one moment. Guys! Come on! Come on! Come on! Down. No! Benny Sue! Benny Sue! Get down, Pop. Come on. Get down. Get down, Bam. Come on, Isabella. But I have these 3 books, and they are all canon. Disney has dubbed them as legends, but I call them canon. They're not. They're like, Disney, your crap that you released for Disney, or for Star Wars, isn't canon. This stuff here is canon. We got the first book here. This is called Revenge of Evil. This is before Revenge of the Sith. You will stop it. This is before Revenge of the Sith. So this is, I think, when Anakin first becomes a Jedi Knight. Now, I've not read these, ironically. I've had these for years. I've not read them. So, hey! Sorry about that. You little stinker butt. Puppy dog. He's a bit hyper. But yeah, these are canon. These, and then we got these are Revenge of the Sith, of course. This is the sequel to Revenge of Evil. And we have Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. This is after Vader becomes, well, actually Anakin becomes Darth Vader, and I guess it really kind of talks about, you know, what Vader does after the Clone Wars and during. Still, I think it goes on that even with Order 66, where he carries out Sidious's order to, you know, kill all the Jedi. So, I got these. These were given to me Christmas time, back in 2010, so about roughly 8-9 years. Bishop! Hold on a second. Bishop! Bish! Bishop! 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 Hold on. I'm gonna separate these two. Bishop! Come here. Good boy. I'm gonna show you this one here. This one I love. This one here I love the most. This was given to me by a friend of mine, I think a couple years ago. Actually, I think a couple years ago. Back in 2017 for Christmas. This is a really nice book. If you all are a fan of Darth Vader, like I am, I'm a huge fan of Vader. This just tells about how Vader's suit works, and it even talks about the reconstruction on Coruscant. But it basically just kind of scales down to the inside of the suit, what each part does. For example, we have the collar of the chest armor, and it really mainly names off some of the... No! Bim! Hold on a second, guys. I've got a lot of dogs, so I have a bit of a trouble trying to keep them quiet. No, don't throw my books. Benny Sue, get off my tote. Come on, get Ayla! Hold on a second, guys. Ayla! Oh. Get off there, you silly dog. Hold on a second. But this book, like I said, talks about, it basically just kind of, it scales down to each part of, the suit and what each part does and how it helps keep Vader alive. So it's pretty cool. Like I've got the belt and of course, the bodysuit, belt boxes, that sort of thing. Hey! Those are not food! I'm sorry, guys. One of my puppies. Hey, you! And another one that I got from a friend of mine for my birthday, which my birthday is actually a couple months after December, which is after Christmas. My birthday is in February, so my friend got this for me. She didn't have to, but yeah, this is the Millennium Falcon 3D. It's like a manual, kind of. It's an owner's guide. This is a construction log here. Basically, kind of talking about the reconstruction of Vader, like I said. You have got to be quiet. Yes, you have. Yes, you're being naughty. You're a little booger butt. Yes, you are. I'm gonna set him over here. Okay. Well, get in my lap then. Come on. But this is an owner's guide to the Millennium Falcon, and I tell you, this is like one of the best books I've owned. I've never seen anything like this before. Really nice. I think it was autographed. I'm sorry. It was yes, it was written by Ryder Windham. He is a very good writer for Star Wars. I think he's a canon writer. Stop chewing on my books, you little shit. Pardon my French. You chew on these books and I'm gonna chew you a new butt, kiddo. Anyway, but it's the same principle as the 3D Vader reconstruction. Look, ouch! I just hit myself in the jaw. But yes, it basically just kind of scales down on the inside of the Millennium Falcon. Tells about what each part of the ship does. Like it kind of talks about the cannons and the shields and even the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. I think it even talks about the cargo hold. The cargo hold in Episode 4, where they hide there, and it's like Han Solo says something like, I never thought I'd smuggle myself in the air, or something like that. I can't remember. But yes, this is a very good book as well if you're a big fan of the Millennium Falcon. I love the Millennium Falcon, but one of my favorite ships from Star Wars is Vader's flagship, the Executor, from Episode 5. I love that ship. And then I got this here. This is another friend of mine. I got this just, a few months ago. I think back in November, October. A young girl, about maybe a few years older than me. She lives in Michigan, of course, but she actually got this for me. Very nice of her to do so. And this book here, because I think she got it at a place called Ollie or something like that. I guess Ollie's, a lot of the stuff that you buy is a lot less cheaper than what you find at Walmart or Target or whatever. But she found this book. And, of course, this here tells about the story of Darth Vader, of course. Has some nice pictures in it. Of course, like, you know, for the prequels, and of course all the way to the OT. So, I'm a big fan of the OT. Not really a big fan of the prequels. I like the prequels, especially The Phantom Menace, but I was never a fan of the other two. But I love Episode 5. Episode 5 is my favorite Star Wars movie by far. But yeah, it has some great pictures from, you know, the movies, of course. No, you're not going to chew on that either. No. Like that. And of course we got a head. We got Vader's head here, and you push the button on the side, and it breathes. It won't stop. And then we got this book here. This one here is from the same girl. Her name is Allie from Michigan. She's a very sweet girl. And she also got me this book. And it was from Ollie's, and I think, because the original price of this book was $24.95. And the store that she got it from knocked it down to $4. So, not that bad. And just, I opened up here. Look at the detail of the pictures here. Look at that. It tells the story of all the, you know, of all 3 original Star Wars movies. And this is a story. Hey! This is a story. This is a sound storybook. So basically, what it does, if you press any of these buttons, it says all the quotes from the characters of Star Wars, even some of the ships, and of course lightsabers. Jabba, Darth Vader, Yoda, you know. You have Ewoks, Chewbacca. Oh my gosh, you should see him right now. He likes the noises. You like them? There's Leia. Hold on a second. But that's it. Hey! You guys get down. Come on. But yeah, that's all the books there that I have. These are some nice books that I got from friends of mine. Gosh. Is there any way? Well, I can probably show you. Let me stand up for just a moment. Because I'm sorry. Just so you know, I have like 3 shirts and a robe on and a pair of pants because I'm freaking cold. And I'll show you some of my. I have a few Darth Vader figures around here. I own mostly Darth Vader stuff, so. Watch out, kiddo. But yeah, this is hold on. Ayla! No! Stop it! Ayla! No! Ayla! They probably see a dog or something. Another dog. There's a lot of stray dogs around here in the neighborhood. Stop it! No! Ayla, or Mara, no. Ayla, no. Ayla, no. Mara. Isabella, no. But yeah, this is a figure I got from someone in a Star Wars group. And this, of course, is part of a costume that I got from my friend that gave me the 2 3D construction books, or well, guide, or whatever you want to call them. 3D books I got from. And this is part of the costume. Unfortunately, with this mask, it's the ruby, so I mean the lenses on the Darth Vader mask are very wavy. From what I heard of the Ruby Supreme, now that's really expensive. I've heard that costume runs up to $500, if not more than that. And it's like, you know, I kind of want to ask, like, why pay that much for a helmet unless you can get something like this. Let me get it real quick. I have to crawl across my bed just to be able to. Now this is something much better than the rubies. Stop chewing on the books, you little turd! Now this is much better than the Ruby's Darth Vader helmet. Much better. This is the Black Series Darth Vader helmet. And I can tell you right now, this is probably one of the best helmets that I've ever seen in forever. I mean, I've seen the, I've actually tried on the, Darth Vader voice changer from Hasbro. I've actually seen that. I've actually tried it on. I never got one, unfortunately. But when I saw this, holy crap, I freaked out. I geeked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. So, fortunately, I met someone on Facebook, and this guy's amazing. I'll tell you what. His name is Timothy McCrumity. I call him Tim for short. I don't like calling him Timothy all the time. I call him Tim. And he's about around my dad's age, because my dad's 53, and I think he's about 50. But this guy is amazing. He's amazing with his hands. He makes really, really nice stuff. I mean, he makes Darth Vader helmets. He's also made a Vader costume. And I tell you one thing, most of the stuff that I've seen so far are literally movie quality. They're really, really good. And, you know, I told him that I couldn't afford a helmet or anything like that, because my family's pretty much broke at this point. Hopefully we won't be soon, but, you know, right now we're pretty much broke. But he ended up buying like 5 different of these helmets, and so he wanted to give one away, and he did. And I can tell you right now, this is a really nice helmet. He even painted it for me. It was nice of him, but a really nice helmet. And I have to say, you can probably take out his page. I don't have a link to it, but if you look up Timothy McCrum, I think he's got a picture of a Lamborghini, but he's a really, he does sell really nice stuff. Movie quality, you know, definitely movie quality stuff. And I think he's even built a stormtrooper costume. I think he's a really, really talented guy. He really is. But he's made different casts of this helmet, I believe. And I think he's also made some casts of the EFX, which is, I think, top of the line helmet. But I still say that this is better than the Ruby's helmet. Because, from what I've been hearing of the Ruby's helmet, the lenses on the Ruby's helmet are just like this here. The lenses are wavy, you can't see. So, but I don't know how many of you guys have this helmet, but it's a definite must-have, because it's a really, really nice helmet. It really is. Of course, you know, press the button on it, it breathes. Love it. I gotta wipe it down again. It's got fingerprints on it. It's a very, very nice helmet. Very nice. But yeah, like I said, back to Tim, he makes really nice stuff. I think he even likes, I think he's even in the process of making a Predator suit, from what I understand. He made the head of a Predator, you know, from Alien vs. Predator, that sort of thing. Back in, I think, the movies that came out back in the 80s, 90s. Never did really like those movies, except for the Predators. I like the Predators. The Aliens, they're kind of gross. Ayla! 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 Down! Well, then, I got this here. This is old. Unfortunately, his little belt came off yesterday. He's so old that, you know, I think I don't want to replace him, but I may have to. I don't know. But I've had this for a while. So, I've had this for quite some time. So. But yes, I have all these kind of books, and they're really nice. What other books do I have? Oh, let me set these up here so the pup can get them. Yeah, actually like chewing on my stuff, don't ya? Yeah. Let me put my helmet back up so Mr. Brady Bright doesn't get the idea and start chewing on it, because I don't want that to happen. Because this is a very this is a very expensive helmet. And I don't want it. Well, I don't think it's that expensive, but still, it's very pricey for my price range. I got some other things that I got. Where is my? Let me see. Let me grab this. Let me grab a couple of these. Here. Alright. No. Ayla? Okay. So, I got a couple of Funko Pops here. I actually got 2 of them, which is ironic. But they're both Darth Vader. And this one here I got just this year for Christmas. From, I guess, a friend. My friend's friend. I don't really know her that well. But she decided to get that one for me, which is kind of cute. Look at the candy cane he's got. I think it's from Rogue One, but it's not bad. Good sculpt on it, too. I love the detail on this Vader pop figure. And this one here is also a Darth Vader pop figure. I think this is the very first one they made. I kind of want to get a hold of the unmasked version, but, you know. And then this here is probably one of my other prized possessions, besides the Vader helmet. Oh man, he's got a bunch of paint on him and stuff. I'm gonna have to wipe him down, but this is the Anakin. This is the Master Collection, I think. This is Anakin. Though this is the original Anakin Skywalker. Modeled after Sebastian Shaw, who portrayed the Anakin Skywalker unmasked in Return of the Jedi, and also portrayed his Force Ghost. So, yes, this is a very good version of Anakin Skywalker. I actually prefer this version over Hayden. I mean, I love Hayden. He's cute, but the thing is that I think that Anakin there was written so poorly. I mean, I wish, I don't know if it was Lucas who wrote him, or who, I don't know, but I really wish he wasn't as whiny. I mean, I just don't see Hayden as that fatherly figure. I see Sebastian Shaw more of a father figure to Luke than anything else. So, because he's a fatherly kind of type that, you know, and of course, even though, you know, Anakin is his father, Hayden didn't seem like a fatherly type. So, Sebastian Shaw was the best bet. I know a lot of people say that David Prowse should have been, but I don't think so. I think George Lucas picked right. I think he actually chose wisely when he casted Sebastian as the original face of Anakin Skywalker. So, and yeah, the young boy that played in the Phantom Menace with as Anakin Skywalker, he was also a good pick. So, yes. But these are nice Funko Pops. I have 2 more. I have Professor Snape, and I also have Leonardo from the Turtles. But anyway, who doesn't think these guys are cute? I don't know what's wrong with you. I had someone, a friend of mine, the other day, because apparently they're coming out with new... Guys! Ayla, no! They're coming out with new Return of the Jedi Funko Pops. And a friend of mine said, like, I don't like them. It's like, well, if you don't like them, then skull pass. Don't say anything about it, you know? I mean, I appreciate that you don't like them, but please appreciate that I like them. You know, respect that I do. You know, that's all I ask. Isabella! Sorry, guys. Like I said, I have a bunch of dogs in my house. Reasons I'm not gonna explain. I'm not gonna explain right now. But Ayla, lay down. But yes. But yeah, I've got a few more stuff. Sure. Let me go and put these back up. Where they don't get, yeah, thrown all over the room, because that's just what would happen. And if the dogs got hyper, they'd throw everything around the room, and I'd be like, no. So yeah, we got a bunch of dogs, and we're trying to see if we can get give away, if not like give away. We're trying to see if we can get rid of some of them. Not exactly rid, but you know, give them to somebody who can take care of them. Because we got a couple dogs that are very unruly and like to run. So, yeah, so one of them is also very aggressive at times, especially when there's food around. So, yeah. I just hope there's someone, I think my mom, she posted pictures of the dogs on Facebook. So, I think it's in a group, I guess, here in Tennessee. But, I wanted to do this now because I'm not really that busy. I've been busy for quite some time, and I know I haven't really been on live streams or anything. I've just been real busy, and I've been kind of upset lately, so I'm not going to explain at this time. Don't really want to talk about it, so let me go pick these back up where they belong, so I can show the rest of it. I've got a few costume parts that hold on a second. Oh, I guess I can. What you want, huh? So now, let me put this back up here, because the dogs will probably try to get a hold of it. No. No. You're not. Oh, I forgot to show you another thing I have that comes with the Anakin Skywalker figure that I showed earlier. This is the book about the story of Darth Vader, and it has concept art when George Lucas started working on Star Wars, and it's really cool, really neat. Like this here. As you can see, the helmet is shorter. It's really nice. And of course it shows Ralph McQuarrie's sketches. Don't you dare chew on that. Yes, this is a very nice book. And it tells all about... Stop it. No. No. Naughty boy. Sorry. Pop's trying to chew on my book. Yeah, but this is some of the concept art that was done by Ralph McQuarrie. May he rest in peace. But yes, this is some of the concept art. I'd like to see the concept art of the Stormtroopers. That would be nice. But yes, this is a very nice book. It has pictures from the original trilogy. Some nice, beautiful pictures. Some awesome pictures, like from episode 5, episode 4, has, you know, stills of, this is a picture from Mimban. This is canon, mind you, canon, Star Wars canon, not Disney canon, this is Star Wars canon. And I think this tells about, yeah, because, if I have it in Mimban, is that Luke and Leia were spotted by Vader. Hey, look! Ayla! Sorry, guys. Get out of the way, pup. Luke and Leia were spotted on a planet called Mimban, and Vader was called to, well, he wasn't really called, but he went to, deal with them himself. And he ended up losing Luke and Leia, and I think Leia actually fought Vader for a brief time. And, then Luke was able to retrieve the saber from Leia and, of course, Vader. And that was the very first time that Luke actually battled Vader for the first time. Before Bespin. That was between episodes 4 and 5. It was just after the destruction of the Death Star. So, yes. Very good material in there. And then I have this here. This is from the Clone Wars. I don't really necessarily like it that much, because it's just a toy, that's all it is. I wouldn't mind trading this for something else. Wouldn't mind. And then I got this also from the same group that gave me the Anakin Skywalker figure. This is the Black Series Vader, Emperor's Wrath Vader. I love this version of Vader too. It's a 6-inch figure. Hey, you little turd! It's a 6-inch figure, very beautifully sculpted. Has good articulation to it, of course. The Anakin Skywalker figure doesn't have much articulation. Ayla! Stop yet. Oh, crappy. There's a freaking spider on my bed. It's nothing bad. I've got spiders in here. Oh, crapiola. Sorry, guys. Anakin killed him. Anyway, but yeah, this is the Emperor's Wrath Black Series, and of course you can see that the helmet is purple because he's being shocked. When he picks up the Emperor and throws him off the balcony of the. Pretty cool. But yeah, and his hand, which is funny, his hand comes off. So he's actually got an attached hand because Luke cut his hand off. So it's pretty cool. He's got a detachable hand, and it shows the exposed wires on his wrist here, where that's pretty cool. So you can display him any other way, which is cool. And he's got a force choke hand here, but he's got really good, even the wrists move, which is cool. Not all the way, actually all the way. Yes, it does. It also actually rotates all the way. That's pretty cool. But yeah, very nice articulation for a figure like this. Of course, Hasbro has been making quite a few of like figures from Solo and Return of the Last Jedi, and of course TFA, and no one has bought those. So sorry, Disney and Lucasfilm, but we're not gonna buy that because I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything from the sequels. I will only own anything from the OT or the prequels. I won't own anything other than that. So, I mean, that's kind of pretty much all my figures. I've got only a few. And the biggest Darth Vader that I have is this one here. But, yeah. So, I think that's pretty much it. I do have a lightsaber, but it's a toy. I don't really have. I wish I did. I wish I had the Black Series, but I don't. But, I'm hearing a lot lately about Rian Johnson, and I've even seen it in action yesterday. I even commented on a few things he said, and it's like, okay, dude, if you're gonna say anything on Twitter, you know damn well that it's still gonna be there. When you post it on the internet, it's still gonna be there. What goes on the internet stays on the internet, basically. So, I mean, you can't deny that you've been attacking true Star Wars fans like myself and others. And, just attacking people because the simple fact that your movie didn't do good. Well, sorry to hear that, but, The Last Jedi sucked. Get over it. I mean, I can't express that enough. I even seen it myself, and I completely just hated it. I did. Worst Star Wars movie ever. I mean, TFA, I heard TFA was okay, but I don't like it because the new characters that were put in the movie just didn't have any meaning to, you know, they didn't even seem like Star Wars characters. And like a lot of people have been saying about the characters, like Kylo isn't a Force user, or he doesn't identify as a Sith Lord, or Snoke doesn't even, Snoke doesn't even identify as a Sith Lord, and it's like, that's messed up. I mean, every single, hey, you little snot! Every Sith Lord that has, hold on, come here. Stop your incessant barking. Goodness gracious, I am sorry, guys. But every Sith that has become a Sith. Bishop! Come here. Come here. Bishop. Bishop, come here. Come here, Bish. Come here, Bishop. 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 Come here. Bish, Bish. Bish, Bish. Bishop. Come here, Bishop. Come here, Bish, Bish. Bish, Bish. Come here, Bish. Hold on a second, guys. Hey! Come on, Bishop. Bishop. Bish. Bish, Bish. Bish, Bish. Bishop. Bishop. No. Hold on a second. No, you get away from there. Come here. Come here, come here. Come here, Bishop. Come here. You little turd. I'm sorry. He tends to get a little rowdy. But, what was I talking about? Every Sith Lord that has, well, every, how should I put it? Every Sith Lord that has become, you know, has, every Sith Lord in history has had the name Darth. Darth Vader, Darth Sidious, Darth Malgus, Darth Ren, no, not Ren, sorry. Darth Revan, sorry, not Ren. Darth Ren. Let's get Kylo Ren, sorry. Darth Revan, every single one, even from the Knights of the Old Republic, had the name Darth. And Disney completely, you know, erased the Darth scenario because, you know, a Sith Lord cannot become a Sith Lord until they've earned the name Darth. Usually every Sith Lord has, you know, earned that name. Like when Sidious, you know, basically kind of dubs Anakin as Darth Vader. You know. So, okay. And, you know, Snoke and Kylo just don't have depth. They don't have any meaning. And then you have Rey, who doesn't even meet the characteristics of a Jedi. She's basically like a ripoff of Anakin and Luke both. So, I mean, you know, The Last Jedi, I mean, TFA was bad, but The Last Jedi made it even worse. And I'm not excited about seeing 9. I'm not at all. I mean, I can tell you right now that 9's gonna suck so bad. It really is. It's gonna suck so hard. And, you know, I still think it's gonna bomb. Even if Disney and Lucasfilm, you know, want it to succeed, it's still going to fail. I really do. I mean, that's the feelings that I have. I mean, I'm not interested at all. I'm not going to see it. If anything, I'll watch it off of a different source. I won't watch it. I won't go to the theaters and pay for it. Besides, I don't even have a theater here, so, I mean, I'm not going to drive 30 to 45 minutes to see a movie that doesn't even make any sense. So, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth seeing, so, because basically now we have, you know, the trio is now gone. You know, Carrie Fisher passed through in real life, so, you know, and both Han and Luke are dead. So, thanks to Disney, everything is screwed up thanks to them, and Lucasfilm as well. So, well, I can also thank Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson for that as well. I mean, I don't necessarily care for J.J. Abrams either, but, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna really mention him, because I don't really think he was part of it. I mean, he may have been, but I don't think he's part of it. But Kathleen Kennedy was the one who was in control of TFA, and especially TLJ, along with Rian Johnson, because that was their plan, to humiliate, you know, Mark Hamill, and to make him, to basically degrade him into, you know. And I kind of thought to myself, like, you know, Rian Johnson is such a troll, he really is. And the fact that he's attacking Star Wars fans over his movie is just completely, it's, how do I put this? It's childish. It's very childish. He's acting like a child by, you know, attacking Star Wars fans, because he's upset. He's upset. He's mad because he didn't get what he wanted. And I hope to pray that he didn't get the trilogy. I'm sure he didn't. But, you know, that's why he's taking it out against the fans. He's taking it out on them. He's taking it out on us. Because, you know, he thinks that we're the cause of it. It's like, no, you and Kennedy did that. You two are the main cause of why Star Wars fell. Why Star Wars failed. And, you know, Disney, also Bob Iger is to blame for that, because he didn't pay attention. And if he would have paid attention instead of hiding behind, you know, hiding, it would have, you know, it probably wouldn't have gone downhill. And I feel that if Disney didn't buy Star Wars, it would have been, you know, if George Lucas still had Star Wars, you know, the movies he came out with would still be better than the movies we have now. And he's gonna have to face the fact that TLJ failed. I mean, TFA probably kind of succeeded, but now it's just pretty much garbage, because TLJ just pretty much ruined it for everyone. And, you know, Solo sucked. So, I mean, what's going to be so exciting about 9? I mean, it's not going to be any more exciting than what it already has been. So, I just, like I said, I don't look forward to it. The characters don't mean anything. I mean, the original characters, you know, but see, the thing is, the original characters are gone, like I said. And Carrie Fisher has passed away. And without her, I mean, it's not the same. I mean, without the trio, without Luke, Leia, and Han, it's not the same. Because, you know, Star Wars was, you know, Star Wars is more than just a film. It's more than a franchise. People like me, for example, I mean, I've been through a lot. And Star Wars really changed me. Made me a better person than what I am. Star Wars got me through some tough stuff, you know. Got me through some tough times. It really did. I mean, Star Wars is supposed to be a place where you can go, where you can fantasize about, you know, fighting, you know, having a lightsaber duel with Darth Vader, or whoever your favorite character is, or, you know, being in blaster battles with stormtroopers, or anybody else for that matter. I mean, George Lucas just brought us a world to where we can escape to where, you know, we feel at peace. Because I always did. I always felt at peace. I always felt, you know, I still do. I always felt so, you know, how do I put this? Gosh, I can't think of the word. I had the word in my head just a minute ago, and I sometimes forget some words. Just bear with me. But, you know, I felt so fascinated with Star Wars because of the expansion of, you know, the galaxy. You know, they had different planets that, you know, the characters would go to, like Kamino, or Coruscant, or Mustafar, or, or Alderaan, or any other planet for that matter. I mean, you had this expansive universe that, and what's even more better, even more awesome, is that there are dozens and dozens of different alien species there. You have humans, you have Twi'leks, you have Gungans, you have Dugs, you have all kinds of different alien species, and of course humans, which I still want a question answered. Unfortunately, I don't think it can be answered. But how did humans ever, find, if ever, how did the humans ever, discover this galaxy? If Lucas were to, basically kind of, I don't know, if he were, hey, quit it. Sorry. Quit it. No. But if Lucas were to ever be asked that question, I don't know if he had the answer or not. But like, how did humans ever discover the galaxy? If they come from a different galaxy, like if ever they came from this galaxy, stop it! Go lay down. If they ever discovered this galaxy, or it's possible it could be an expansion. If like they say the Milky Way was bigger than, was bigger than we imagined, more bigger, I should say. Stop it, Ayla. I'm constantly telling her to be quiet, but it always wondered if the humans ever discovered, the Star Wars galaxy. I don't know the name of the galaxy per se. Ayla, shut up. But I don't know if the humans ever discovered a galaxy, the galaxy, of course, but it's always possible. Sorry, I keep going on about it because my dog keeps interrupting me. But, I mean, Disney is so... I was telling my mom about this yesterday. We were talking about, like, for example, like, Peter Pan, or Pinocchio, or Beauty and the Beast, or Little Mermaid. I don't have anything against Walt Disney or anything. But, I think with Walt Disney, he wanted to bring these stories to life. And that's fine. But when Disney wants to go back and make remakes of those movies, I mean, there's been tons of, that's totally fine. I mean, there's been tons of different, variations of Peter Pan. We've had the 2003, we've had 1991, variation of Hook, which, that was a good movie. And then we had the 2003 version of Peter Pan, and of course, I think, Warner Brothers come up with a live variation of Peter Pan. It was called Pan. So that was pretty good too. I've seen that. And then they've made and then of course Lion King. But see, the thing is, they're remaking, they're remaking live action, I should say classic animated, movies. Like, for example, Lion King, or The Little Mermaid, or Jungle Book. It's like, why is it necessary? Why do you have the need to remake these? I mean, they're there, they're classic, you don't need to redo them. I feel we don't need to redo them, because they're already, we need to honor them and embrace them, because they were made by, wonderful writers. And, it's like, now Disney is just trying to steal, certain... Well, they're not trying to steal it, it's just they're trying to take, different films from what Disney did already, and they're remaking them. It's like, why is it necessary? You don't need to remake the movies. I mean, they already did, I think they did, like, Nanny McPhee, or not Nanny McPhee, Mary Poppins 2, and I'm not interested in seeing it, because I think it's feminized. But, most of these movies nowadays are feminized. Especially like Star Wars. I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean 5 a couple years ago, and waste of money. I mean, it was terrible. I didn't care for it. I mean, you know, Jack was heavily, you know, looked on in the first film. But in the third film, it was Jack and Barbossa. Even in the fourth one, it was Jack and Barbossa. Because it focused on both the characters. But with the fifth one, it didn't even focus on any of them. It actually focused on Karina, mostly. And I wasn't happy about that. And the thing that they tried to pull with Barbossa, I think they tried to pull a Darth Vader with him. And I'm like, you can't do that. Because Barbossa is a pirate captain. And Darth Vader, he's a, you know, a cybernetic general, basically. And he's supposed to be intimidating. Barbossa is not really that intimidating. He can be at times, but he doesn't have a temper like Vader does. But I think that's what Disney was trying to pull. Was they were trying to pull, like, you know, like the scene with Vader and Luke, and like, Luke, I am your father. Actually, no, I'm your father. But I think, you know, they were trying to pull that with Barbossa and Karina, and I'm like, Barbossa's too old. I mean, look at me, I'm almost 24 years old. And they made her 22. I mean, come on, that's like making me his daughter. I mean, I'm 24. And it's like, you know, she should have been older. She should have been at least in her 40s or 50s. Look at Angelica. She was around that age. She was about the same age as Jack. So, I didn't like that. And I mean, Henry was good. Henry had a purpose. But it seemed like Karina didn't have much of a purpose. And the only thing she was, you know, it was funny because she's looking for the trident, but yet she didn't believe in ghosts, so she didn't believe in any other supernatural, like the Kraken, for example. I mean, the Kraken was supernatural, ghosts are supernatural, you know, that sort of thing. And she didn't believe in any of it except for the trident. And the trident. The trident is supernatural. It has supernatural powers. And she believed in that, but she didn't believe in the ghosts or anything else. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I think I heard from, before Pirates 5 even came out, Disney actually fired both Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio, and they had someone else write the script, and it's like, that's wrong. So I'm not really looking forward to... P? Hush! I'm not looking forward to another Pirates. I'm not, because they destroyed what they had of Barbossa. Barbossa's my favorite character, by the way. I adore him. I do. I mean, I like Jack. I don't like him as much as Barbossa, but I adored Barbossa. I still do. And to see his character destroyed by Disney was just hurtful. It's the same as seeing Disney destroy Star Wars, and it's, you know, it's very it's very hurtful to see them do that. You know, literally seeing them destroy their own franchise, because you know, I think Gore Verbinski was his name, was the one who came up with the idea for Pirates, for a live action, because, you know, there was the ride, and they destroyed it, and I didn't like it. I thought they destroyed it. So I'm only gonna watch 1 through 4 from now on. I'm not gonna watch 5. I don't care for it. The one thing I didn't like about Barbossa is that he seemed like a coward to me. And, you know, Barbossa was never a coward to begin with, because he'd always save Jack's ass, if pardon my French. He always did. And, like, when he saved Jack from the locker, he also saved Jack, you know, from Blackbeard. So, I mean, Barbossa's done a lot more things than Jack actually has. And that just, you know, maybe he should get more credit than Jack should. Because Jack basically gets all the credit. But I don't have anything against Jack. I like Jack. I do. I think he's funny. But, you know, Barbossa is my favorite because he acts more like a pirate than Jack does. He is a pirate. He acts like one. He sounds like one. He's every bit of a pirate than Jack ever would be. You know. So, I mean, he's not afraid of anything. He's a man's man. He's a manly man. You know. He drinks rum. He has one peg leg. He has one leg. He can still walk. For crying out loud. And in Pirates 5, he didn't hardly fight at all. There was only one scene he fought. And I'm like, you know, Barbossa may be 70 years old, but he's not crippled. I mean, he can still fight. He's like my grandfather. My grandpa has diabetes. He has one leg. He's blind. And he does everything It's like if you took Barbossa and gave him diabetes and, you know, gave him like, you know, like what my grandpa has, you know, and he's blind, I bet you anything Barbossa would still be able to do everyday things. My grandpa is able to. I mean, my grandpa, you know, he cleans, you know, he cooks. I mean, he does everything that, you know, normal human would. And I think it's what, you know, Barbossa, you know, that's how Barbossa, you know, Barbossa would still do everyday things, and he would still be able to fight. But they kind of degraded him, I believe. And also degraded Jack and Henry as well. So, and basically they made Karina look like a powerful female. I didn't like that. I did not like that. I mean, pirate, and the thing is, too, is what people don't understand is that, if ever because I know that Disney kind of tried to kind of hide that, but let's just bring it to our attention here. Let's bring, like, if for example, if this is real life and, you know, Barbossa and Jack were like the pirates back then, Karina would have been probably raped and killed in real life if it was in real life. And, you know, there were really no women allowed on board of a ship. Stop it! Get! It's like, if you all recall the second film, Dead Man's Chest, and Elizabeth dresses up as a man. The reason why they dressed up as a man is so they wouldn't get caught by the pirates. I mean, it was dangerous for a woman to be on board a pirate ship. You know that. It was only men. It wasn't women. Because basically they were prey for, you know, pirates. Basically. You know, pirates raped, they killed, they plundered, they stole. I mean, they did all that kind of stuff. You can't change history. You can't do that. And like the same thing with when they changed the ride back in, I think, last year. They took out the action scene. And that was stupid. I mean, you cannot politically correct a ride just because it offends you. That's just stupid. You can't do that. So, and I believe, from what I understand, the action scene was actually Walt Disney's favorite scene. So you've just, you know, Disney took away Walt Disney's, you know, favorite scene in the ride. And, you know, I mean, I like how they added Jack and Barbossa to the ride, but then they removed some stuff, and it's like, you guys need to grow a set of balls or something, because that's exactly what pirates did. Even in Peter Pan, I'm pretty sure, like Captain Hook, he's bloodthirsty, right? He's a bloodthirsty pirate. He tries to kill Peter Pan, for crying out loud. He's got a hook for a hand. You know, he's bloodthirsty. I'm pretty sure he's probably, you know, he's done some horrible things as a pirate. He's a pirate. You know, that's what pirates did back in them days. You know, and Disney back then portrayed Hook as bloodthirsty. He was also malicious, cunning, malevolent. You know, he was evil. He was a bad guy, you know. And, you know, I mean, Disney did kind of, I guess, PG him, you know, because, you know, how kids are, you know. You don't want kids to see that. But, you know, if you're an adult, you think to yourself, like, you know, he's a pirate, you know. And that's what pirates did back then. I remember, you know, being in geography class and, you know, history class, and learning all the horrors about, you know, like Blackbeard, for example. Blackbeard was a very bad pirate. He did a lot of horrible things. And you can't sit there and change that because it happened. History is history. You can't change the past. You cannot change that. So, I mean, what Disney's trying to do is they're trying to make it for everybody. I mean, Disney is it for everybody, but you can't just make it for, you know, transgenders or gays. I have nothing against those people. I don't. I mean, whatever you like. I mean, whatever you like to do. It's your life. You do what you want with it. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to prevent you from doing something you want to do. You know, I'm not going to do that. It's your life. It's your decision. You know, you make the decisions you want to make. And I'm not going to, you know, judge you by telling you how you should live and how you should, you know, live your life. I'm not going to do that. But when it comes to history, when it comes to, you know, lore of a franchise, you can't sit there and you can't change it because it's already written. I mean, it's like if you were to change the Bible, you can't do that. If you're I mean, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in that stuff. But I tell you, if you went and changed the Bible, what difference would it make? I mean, that's the only thing I can really tell you. Because if you're changing history, then it's not going to make a difference. And I understand these characters are fictional. I'm not delusional or anything, but, you need to stay in the lore. You can't change something like that, especially if you try to make it for people who find it offensive or anything. It's like, dude, if you people want to make something, then make it yourself and keep it to yourself. Don't please shut up. Don't ruin it for everybody else. Because there are people out there that, there are some people that want this stuff in there, and there's other people that don't, like us, for example. Having to deal with, gender equality, feminism, that sort of stuff. We don't want that. I mean, we don't even want it for our children. Our children don't need to see that. I don't have kids. I don't. I probably never will. Maybe down the road. I don't know. But, if I ever have kids, I'll have them watch, all the stuff that I watched as a kid. I grew up watching. My parents even let me watch the stuff. My parents didn't even let me watch Ren and Stimpy. I mean, my mom never let me watch it. She didn't even let me watch, South Park, or Family Guy, or, Futurama. She didn't let me watch any of that stuff. I never did. I never had any interest in watching it. And especially not Family Guy, because I don't care for it. But, growing up with, classic cartoons that you watch as a kid, like, for example, The Jetsons, or The Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, that sort of thing. I mean, that's what, your kids need to grow up with. Not these cruddy cartoons that they put out today. I mean, we've got plenty of good cartoons that we can watch. I mean, I don't know why these companies keep coming out with stupid stuff, like Unicorn Kitty or whatever. Come on, that's just stupid. It really is. I mean, the more that Nickelodeon makes, the more stuff that Nickelodeon makes, the more it gets more stupider every year. I mean, I think they come up with a cartoon called Sanjay and Craig. That was stupid. I mean, but getting back to that though, I mean, like I said, history is history. You can't change what happens. What has happened. I mean, it happens. It happened. So I think I can talk about, what was I else going I think I've already talked about Rian Johnson. But he's still at it, so he's still at his, he claims that, he did claim that he hasn't attacked anyone, but yet, it's like, well, dude, we have proof. We have proof that you've attacked Star Wars fans. It's in your Twitter feed. It's in your Twitter. Unless he's deleted them all. If he's deleted them all, he's a coward. I mean, he's probably afraid of losing his job, which I actually hope he does lose his job, because of what he did to Star Wars, he ruined everything. So, yeah. And, like I said, he's attacking Star Wars fans. I have to go, guys. I gotta talk to my mom, but, hopefully, I'm sorry, I have to ditch. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and, you all have, may the force be with you. Sorry, I gotta hurry.